Welcome to Utopia of the Seas. This massive vessel comes in at a whopping 237,000 tons and holds 5,668 passengers at double occupancy. This ship will offer 3 and 4 night sailings from Port Canaveral. Here's the itinerary for our cruise. We sailed from Port Canaveral with a first stop in Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Then we were on to Nassau, Bahamas, before we returned to Port Canaveral. We sailed on the Inaugural Voyage and want to share our experience with you so you can decide if this ship is right for you. We'll rate the ship in 4 different categories: food and drink, shows and activities, accommodations, and overall design. Okay, let's get into it. A big part of a cruise is food and drink. So for our first stop on day 1 of our cruise, we had a drink at the Pesky Parrot.
We're having our first drink of the cruise in the Pesky Parrot, which is a brand new venue, brand new bar right here on the Utopia of the Seas. It's on the promenade. As soon as you walk in onto the ship, you are greeted by the promenade, and then the Pesky Parrot is right here. And I'm very excited to have our first drink in this brand new venue. What's cool about this venue is it really kind of has a Key Westy kind of feel. You do feel like you're in the tropics. It kind of reminds me of Key West, and it even has the dollars on the ceiling that you see in some of Key West bars. If you know, you know. So I ordered another drink because I was disappointed by my pina colada, and I wanted something a little more festive to go with the Pesky Parrot. So I ordered one of their Taste of the Tropics frozen drinks, and it comes out of the machine, and I don't even know what this flavor is. Looks like watermelon or something. This straw is edible.
Edible?
Yes, it's a candy straw.
Well,
Oh, that's very good. And I can't believe you can eat the straw.
you can eat the straw? What are you doing, honey?
I'm taking a bite of the straw. Very weird.
Edibles?
Ironically, the straw's not too sweet either.
Wow.
I've never said those words.
Another great place to have a drink on the ship is at the Schooner Bar.
So this is the lavender daiquiri. As you can see by the color, it's lavender, and it has Bacardi Superior rum, lavender syrup, and lemon juice. So hence the lemon. It's a little sweet, but it's got that lemon to give it a little that tart and sweet at the same time. So I'm going to take a sip. I've had this before in the Schooner Bar on other ships, so we'll see how it holds up here. It's good. I was disappointed with this drink on the Icon, and they did a good job here.
Another great place to grab a drink is at the Mason Jar. This is a specialty restaurant on this ship. We ate dinner here too, more on that later, but we also had some great drinks.
How do you like that no joke smoke and Coke? Let's see.
That's no joke. Here we go.
Ooh, I could smell it.
The smoke?
Smoky, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, how is it?
it's good.
Yeah?
It's bourbon and Coke
Okay,
with smoke.
okay.
No joke.
This is apple pie something. I'll tell you
Bourbon.
after. But it's a bourbon, and it comes with a little, ooh, and this little apple pie is warm. Let's see, like, I don't drink these kind of drinks, but I'm trying to see if I'm going to like it or not. Let's see. It's moonshine and bourbon, so it's some sort of apple pie. It's good.
All right.
I'd like it
then.
a little colder. It actually is good.
Very good.
I might
Very
stir
good.
it up a little bit. Let the ice. It's sweet and it's tasty. And tasty too. And the apple pie is like a cute little apple pie. Oh,
Now take a sip.
okay.
Let it work together.
Okay. Your experience at this. Very good. This is a very good drink. I think you have to like bourbon and it's moonshine. It's good.
In addition to some of the wonderful drinks we had, here's some of the food options that are on board the ship.
Okay, we just stopped by the food truck and we're going to try a couple of the items. We're going to try the mini chimneys, which is raspberry cheesecake, and we're going to try the tornado whirlwind of flavors, and that was a ranchero beef of some sort. So we're going to try it, let you know how we like it.
You don't have to
Oh, it looks like a taquito.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, the taquito. Let's see. Let's try it. Go ahead, take a bite. How's it taste?
No.
It's good. Oh, yeah? Good.
Tastes like a taquito
Yeah, it's like doughy.
on the inside.
I mean, it's a snack.
Right, it's a snack.
This is the raspberry cheesecake. So that's deep fried as well. It looks like. It reminds me of an egg roll. Raspberry cheesecake. That means it's gonna be cheesy. That's pretty good.
Raspberry.
Got like cheese in it, and then there's raspberry right here, but it's like a cheesecake kind of consistency.
Wrapped in a pastry style shell.
Yeah, like deep fried.
How can you go wrong? Not bad at all.
Quick, not bad grab and go stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're in the Windjammer having our first meal of the cruise. They have some really nice and good selections, including a lot of seafood if you like that. I chose some very basic like meat and potatoes. That's what I'm going to have. I'm not going to eat all of it. Just want something a little hearty. The Windjammer is the place to be for sure. Overall, a good solid meal on the Windjammer. Mark had a cheeseburger. I just had some roast beef and mashed potatoes. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. Diet Coke and a beer. And this Windjammer is designed just like the one on the Icon. There's a port side and there's a starboard side. I'm still not sure if I'm a fan.
See what this trip brings out, how we feel at the end of this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's clearly the trend. Tonight we're having dinner in the main dining room. Probably the only night we're going to do it, but we'll check it out and see if we like it. He just told us that the menu in the main dining room changes every night, which is great. And usually it does. They usually have a couple staples that stay the same, and then they rotate some of the other entrees. So we'll let you know how we like it.
For dinner, we started out with a basket of rolls. Mark had the fried chicken, mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, and hot honey. I had the New York strip and a baked potato with sour cream and some horseradish. For dessert, Mark had a peanut butter creation, and I had the Boston cream pie. Overall, it really was a delicious dinner.
Tonight we're having dinner at the Mason Jar, which is a Southern-inspired restaurant that we're very excited about. It's a specialty restaurant, and we can't wait to check it out. So let's go. There's a band playing, so it's a little loud in here. So I don't know if we're going to be able to give you like a play-by-play of what we're eating, but we'll show you everything we ate, and then we'll tell you how we liked it after. So we're excited for this dinner, and we have a beautiful view. Again, we really get lucky on some of these specialty restaurants. It's a really nice view. Our dinner at the Mason Jar was delicious.
Wow.
Overall, it was delicious. So worth it. The cornbread was phenomenal. It was a jalapeno cornbread. Then there was another biscuit, and it was served with like a jalapeno cheese and a honey butter.
That's right.
And then the Caesar salad was unbelievable.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a wedge.
You didn't expect it to be that big.
No, I did not expect that.
And the gumbo was delicious. I took the crawfish out because I didn't want to fuss with the crawfish, but the gumbo was very, very good. It had crawfish and lobster and rice and some sausage. I struggled to find the lobster, but it still had a very, very good flavor.
Yeah.
And then the brisket and the potatoes and the macaroni and cheese. The brisket had a very, very good flavor, but it was a little fatty. And I know that's how brisket can be.
Yeah.
But this one was a little bit fatty, so I couldn't eat the whole thing. But the flavor was good.
Yeah.
How was yours?
I had the chicken pot pie. The pastry was a big dome right over top of the bowl.
Yeah.
Or the crock, I should say. But it was wonderful. It was delicious. It wasn't too big or too small. It was just right.
And then a dessert.
Oh,
We weren't going to have dessert because we were full, but we wanted to try it. And I'll put a menu of the desserts up here. We chose the Going Bananas. I don't even know what was in it. I'll have to look at the menu. I'll pop the
Right.
menu and the ingredients up here. but it was so good. And then your screwball.
Yeah, it was an after dinner drink. It included ice cream. It was like
It's a milkshake.
it was like a
It was a
milkshake.
milkshake with peanut butter whiskey, basically.
Yes.
Very good.
Not too sweet, just right.
Yeah.
And it actually complemented
My going bananas.
your
or
going
whatever it's
bananas.
called.
Yeah, peanut butter and bananas. How can you go wrong with that?
So overall,
Yeah.
the mason jar gets a thumbs up from us.
Oh my gosh,
was
that's
very
my
good.
favorite on the ship right now.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Overall, we were really pleased with all the food options on Utopia of the Seas. And although we didn't get to try everything, the things we did try were very good. Most of the things that we did on the ship as far as eating were included options, with the exception of the mason jar that was a specialty restaurant. Keeping in mind that everybody has different tastes and everybody feels differently about food, for us, we would rate the overall food that we had on the Utopia of the Seas definitely an 8 out of 10. It was a great experience and we really liked everything that we had. Utopia of the Seas does have a lot of food options that are included in your cruise fare, but there are specialty restaurants as well. So if you want to pay a slight upcharge to try those specialty options, that's a choice for you as well. Let's move on to what we thought of the entertainment and activities on this ship. There's certainly a lot to do, and we tried as many as we could.
So you said you're going to do the slide?
Sure.
He knows me. I'm chicken. I am chicken, for sure. Mark said he's going to do the slide.
Sure.
So the next time you'll see us, you'll see Mark Don in his bathing suit going down whatever slide he chooses. It is his birthday.
It's my birthday.
Slide into your 63rd birthday.
Wow. Okay, Judy.
Yes.
Pick 2 slides I'm going on.
Don't know. Maybe the blue one? Go on the blue one and the yellow one. Or do you want to go on the one that has the toilet bowl?
That would be the orange one over
Right.
there on the right.
That's up higher.
Okay, and what's the one at the back, the very back?
That's a dry slide.
That's a dry slide. That one's even bigger.
Yes.
That's the biggest of the big.
Yes. So these are the water slides.
Okay.
It's your birthday, you choose. How was it?
I got a nose full right at
Oh. So how was it?
It was fast.
Scary?
It was smooth.
Yeah.
Hard left,
Yeah.
hard right, hard left, hard
Little-
right. And all of a sudden, just before the end, I got a lot
Yeah.
of water in my face, so I couldn't tell the bottom was.
Okay. The little girl I was just talking to told me that the orange one's better. The blue and the yellow one like slosh you around.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she said that's why she likes the orange one.
Oh, okay.
Honey, what are you doing?
I did the blue slide yesterday. I figured I'd do the orange toilet bowl one today.
All right. Well, have fun. Mark, I've been looking all over for you. What are you doing?
I'm playing mini golf.
Okay. So we're about ready to watch the aqua show. We love these aqua shows. They're awesome. Obviously, we're the Aqua Theater, and the name of the aqua show is Aqua 82. So,
T-O-O.
T-O-O, yeah. Well, that aqua show was great.
Oh, it was very active.
It was awesome. If you ever have a chance to see any of the aqua shows on any of the OSS class ships or even on the Icon, go and do it. It's worth it. 100% worth it.
Oh, you won't regret it.
No, and it was a great way to end the night.
Absolutely.
There is so much to do and see on the Utopia of the Seas that I can't even list it all. And for the 3-night cruise we were on, we didn't even really get to see everything. And we'll talk about this more at the end of the video when we summarize our whole cruise, but there's so much to do, you will never be bored. This ship for sure gets a 10 out of 10 for entertainment and activities. Overall, we were very pleased with the accommodations on the Utopia of the Seas. It was a typical room and had a lot of space for us to store whatever we needed to store. It had a really comfortable king-size bed. It had a couch. There was a couple of closets, so there was plenty of places for us to hang all of our things. It really was roomy in the sense that we felt like we had a nice area for storage. There was a small refrigerator and also a desk, which made a great place to work or sit and put on my makeup. The bathroom was great. There was plenty of storage. The shower was nice and big. It really was a very nice bathroom. For this voyage, we chose a Central Park view balcony room, and honestly, it was not our favorite. Although it was great to have some natural light, we actually prefer the ocean view balcony because it has a little bit more privacy than the Central Park view balcony. But the Central Park view balcony room is a great option if you want a balcony and you want to pay a little bit less money than an ocean view. Last but not least, let's talk about the overall design of the ship. The Utopia of the Seas is an Oasis-class ship. So Oasis-class ships are comprised of 8 neighborhoods: the Royal Promenade, Central Park, Boardwalk, the Entertainment Zone, Pool and Sports Zone, the Youth Zone, Vitality Spa and Fitness, and the Suite neighborhood. Each of these neighborhoods has its own unique feel, which really makes it great for exploring the ship. The neighborhood design also helps with crowd disbursement, which is great on such a big ship like this and so many passengers. While we didn't get to visit everything on this 3-night inaugural voyage, let's take a look at what we did get to see. The top deck on the ship is something to see for sure. There's Splashaway Bay, which has a separate area for babies and diapers. There's 5 pools on board, 8 whirlpool, 3 water slides. There's definitely a lot to do to keep you cool and busy on a sunny day.
One of our favorite places on the ship is the solarium. So we're so happy to be back on an Oasis-class ship because it's our favorite spot. The Icon didn't have one, but this Utopia of the Seas does, and the solarium is an adult-only area, and it's quiet and nice, and they have a fantastic bar, and it's a great place to hang out.
What's the age?
18 and up. And it's warm in here. The solarium is temperature controlled. I don't feel that temperature, but hot right now. And we're not in our bathing suits yet, but we wanted to check it out because it's our favorite spot on the ship. Another new venue on this ship is a bar called the View Bar. It's on deck 14, and boy, does it have a beautiful view. And I think it's gonna have a nice breeze on sea days too.
Take a look at what's on the boardwalk.
With its colorful handcrafted wooden carousel and classic carnival games, this family favorite is on all Oasis-class ships. It makes you feel a bit like Coney Island, as well as some other beachside piers. This area is home to the rock climbing wall, casual kid-friendly restaurants like Johnny Rockets, Playmakers, Sugar Beach, and the Boardwalk Doghouse. There is also an aqua theater where they put on fantastic water and diving shows. It's also home to the highest dry slide at sea. While we're on the promenade, let's take a look at some of the things you'll find here. The promenade is like the main street of the ship. There's guest services as well as the next cruise office if you're wanting to book your next cruise. There's some shops, including the Royal Caribbean official shop. You'll also find Spotlight Karaoke as well as a Starbucks. 2 other bars you'll find here are Boleros, which is a club with a Latin feel, as well as Bell and Barley, an English-style pub. And of course, there's the Royal Caribbean staple, Sorrento's.
Mark, I've been looking all over for you. I walked away for 1 minute and you were gone. What are you doing?
I'm having a drink at the Trellis Bar.
While we're sitting in Central Park, let's take a quick minute to talk about the destination elevators. The destination elevators are the same concept as they are on the Icon of the Seas, where you press a button on a digital keypad of what floor you want to go to, and then it tells you what elevator to go choose, and you get on that elevator and it takes you to that floor. If you want to see the full video of our time on the Icon of the Seas, I'll link it below, and there's a whole segment in there on the destination elevators.
Central Park is a staple on Royal Caribbean's Oasis-class ships. With more than 10,000 plants and flowers, Central Park is a tropical nature sanctuary at the heart of the ship, and it has some incredible places to grab a bite to eat and enjoy a cocktail. There's always something special to see, do, or eat in this peaceful area.
If you think Central Park is pretty during the day, you should see how magical it is at night.
So we've just spent 3 nights on this inaugural sailing. How you feeling? Do you think it was enough time?
No.
No, it was not enough time. We did not get to see as much as we would like. We didn't get to the ice show. We didn't get to a comedy show. We didn't go to several restaurants.
We missed a whole bunch.
We missed a whole bunch for sure.
Yeah.
3 nights definitely isn't enough. We'll be back. I mean, this is an Oasis class ship and it's huge. It's the second biggest ship
In the world.
You're not going to see everything in 3 days.
No.
Absolutely, we did not. It's a wonderful ship. We loved every minute of it. We'll be back because we feel like we need to see more. If you are planning on just doing this for over a weekend and you kind of go in with that mentality, which a lot of people on the ship have, a lot of people are locals, meaning that they're Floridians. They're just going away for the weekend, having a good time, getting off the ship, going to work on Monday morning. A lot of people are doing that. If you go in with that mentality and you're just going to go have a good time, it's great. But if you're going to try to see and do everything, you're not going to be able to. But overall, our rating on the ship is excellent.
Oh, it's like coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we loved it, and we'll be back to the Utopia of the Seas for sure.